Hello, it's Suzanne here. Today I wanted to make two things clear because they both influence manifesting. One, spirituality, and I'm not talking about any kind of doctrines. And two, ego, who's leading the life you came here to live. Spiritual manifestation is about physically materializing your internal beliefs, whether you're an extremist or just fully dedicated to the cause of you. The kind of spirituality that underlies your existence is not tied to any kind of church or belief. The way forward is more about a modern day spirituality that liberates us from the confines of doctrine and leads us to an inclusive kind of life with the rest of humanity and, in fact, all sentient beings. As mentioned in my last video, your internal aspirations will reflect in your external reality, whether you believe you are strong enough or skilled enough or even worthy enough. Your whole life path is a manifestation and is guided by the reason for being of your soul. On the other hand, ego or intellect will have you trying to figure out what's best for your physical survival and status in the worldly realm. And there's nothing wrong with that, but it's simply a bit empty and serves no real purpose except self-maintenance to get you through life. And that's why great riches don't always herald great happiness, the kind of happiness that lifts your heart. You know what I mean? Consequently, when we try to manifest purely from a want versus needs attitude, often we don't succeed and we fall into the despair versus faith aspect until we finally reach the conclusion that we needed to incorporate the head versus heart of the object we have in mind and acknowledge how important it is or not to our soul's evolution. The three tonics, therefore, to easing your passage in manifesting your heart's desire are A, your reason for doing it, that is it ego or soul-centered? Are your mind and heart in alliance, is number B. And C, does it contain a greater fulfillment that benefits others? Well, concerning point number C, you must realize that any attainment of yours is going to raise the consciousnesses of all. So you don't have to beat yourself up trying to figure out whether your object has a suitable legacy component, because it probably will. What you do have to consider is whether it benefits you and the spiritual destination you gave yourself on incarnation. Knowing this takes the guesswork and possible disappointment out of manifesting. For example, if you set the intention to learn about forgiveness, you may have manifested multiple experiences where you had to forgive people to the point that having forgotten your original intention, you feel like a victim now, right? Whereas if you were conscious of why you were put here on earth, then when you finally got the message, in your heart and soul, you would be celebrating your accomplishment and graduating onto your next quest. How fun would life be then? Your next question is, well, how do I find out what I intended to learn? Which is a valid question and too much to enter into right now, but we can fix that if you want to follow the link below. Suffice to say that by taking stock of your life and developing greater awareness of your habits and behaviors, you will be able to recognize the patterns and characteristics that continually lead you to a particular type of suffering over and over and over again. Once you see the thread, the intention of your life becomes clear, and everything that supports its success will manifest easily and quickly. Finally, letting go of the suffering and attachments that have held us prisoner for so long is ultimate bliss. If you're older, like me, you might be wishing you knew this 40 years ago. Believe me, I can commiserate, which is why I'm sharing this with you now, because it's never too late to complete your mission and become the person you intended to be. Keep in mind that you can't just sit on your behind, waiting for your dreams to fall into your lap from the sky, especially if you want to become a builder or an aerial artist. Sure, some circumstances might magically appear, but for the most part, you have to be hands-on in your creations and participate by growing the skills and knowledge that support manifesting your dreams and consequent evolution. I'll leave you with that today, and thank you for listening. Please get in touch if you have any questions. There is a link below somewhere. You'll find it. Bye for now.